Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Sorry, I was waiting for everything to get started. Give me 2 seconds to start everything up. Welcome to the AstroPub, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the bar here shortly. Right. Games. Do a game driver update. Let's get the bar while we wait. Log in first. What is it? Got my password for this code. It's the thing. Hold on. Be with you shortly. Problems with live streams. A little lowering. Yes. Just a little lowering. Check something real quick. Having some trouble here. Ah. Okay, try this again. 1 week of Star Wall plushie. Yep. Just got it from a nap ready trip. All right, y'all. Sorry about this. A bunch of things were like, hey, you want to update? It's like, oh, I should probably update those. Oh, fuck it. We're just going to cancel that for now. I'll do that later. There we go. All right, there we go. Finally. All right, now we're going to get to the game. Get to the bar. All right. The heck? All right, I'm having a bunch of issues here, guys. I'm getting a bunch of issues. I don't know what just happened. The game, like my entire setup's decided, no, you do not want to play today. Okay. Well, that's why. There we go. Double check to make sure this works properly. Pub. There we go. How y'all doing? There we go. Only 10 minutes in, right? Yeah, almost 12 minutes in, and I finally get open. This week's sneak peek drop. All right, let's take a look at it. Boop. Boop. Where are you? All right, what is this week's sneak peek? Okay, it's definitely a Banu laser. It's probably for the Banu Merchantman, would be my guess. Yeah, it's like one of the size 7 guns, probably. Hey, Bluesy. Welcome to Zero to Hero, y'all. If you've never been to a Zero to Hero, or you don't know what a Zero to Hero is, it's where people like myself play a default character, a brand new character using a brand new account, and you just kind of play as a, from 0 to wherever. Different places do different things, but I tend to focus on the experience of a new player to see if with the experience of a backer of a veteran like myself, can I figure out what are the best methods for making money, the best ways of having fun, all sorts of things like that, and different approaches to the game. It used to be a niche thing because we weren't getting a ton of people who were trying to play the game routinely. But now, since the last 2 years, it's changed a lot. But I've been doing Zero to Heroes for 4 years. So, since before we could purchase ships in game, and rent ships in game. That's how long I've been playing this, doing Zero to Heroes. How y'all doing? How you doing, Shacker? Batteries not included. Preach and lure the bad guys to death with bullets and the ones in the back. Hey, Shacker. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Notorious. Schleify. Will there be drug smuggling in this one? Not in this one. This one's my, more gonna do poop-use. I'll show you why. Alright, so we're gonna go. Then I'm gonna go boom. Already? The Pride of Arliss? I'm gonna try it. Day 1, week 1, Pride of Arliss. Try protect the trial contract first. You'll see here in a moment, but I got some stuff because this account's been around for a while. I still have some freebies. Yeah, brand new. Hey, Escape, how you doing? Axis, a ghost. You get the mission by default? I've never seen it before. I've never seen it by default. I guess it's because it's a new mission, so they won't want people to do it, but... Alright, so we're doing the mercenary bounty hunter thing. So we're going to have to get mercenary bounty hunter digs. But we're poor. We got 20k, and that's it. So I'm going to go for my old favorite, my old standby. They have it here, they do. Just in that color, though, probably. So all you really need to start out with, for those who are wondering, is, especially with FPS, you don't really need shoulder pads and legs. You just need a chest piece. And a medium chest piece and a medium helmet are usually good combinations. So I go with armor, torso. These are all light. You want at least medium. Heavy works too. Do the core gray or the core black. ADP is heavy, I think, yeah. It's light, yeah. Mark 5 core black, look at that. Okay, then I'm going to go with backpacks. A solid... And then helmet. Heavy would work for this because you're going to get shot in the head. The head is like a lot more dangerous, but medium works pretty well, especially when it comes to sprinting and such. So you can find a Mozarov would work, actually look pretty cool. This is the helmet. G2, there we go. Can we find a G2 that's black? I don't think so, because this place sucks. Yeah, this place sucks. They have Mark 10 helmets, though. They have Twilight and Autumn. I hate that you have to find different stuff, so... Iceborne. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get the Mozarav. we go. I'm running out of money though, so I'm gonna have to get personal weapons. Personal weapons. So I might get the P4AR because it's pretty cheap. It's 3K. But if I get my normal, which is the... Oh, nope, that's pretty good. The SMG works pretty well. The Custodian's is cheaper than the P4, and I can pick up the P4 as I go. I'll buy one of these. It's pretty cheap. Then you go, all right, attachments. They do not have an E-Mod Stabilizer 2. It's fine. I think it's E-Mod Stabilizer 1's all I need, because I think it's a... And then... All right. Reflex. I'm going to buy 2 of these.
Good purchase.
Where are you, Custodian? I'm sure I passed it by like 4 times and chat's screaming at me. It's right there, Paul. It's right there, but I'm not seeing it. Custodian. There we go. I'm going to buy... 10. All right. Now we're good. Everything else we're going to find on our own or pick up. So first off, strip naked in the store. Yes, probably get an undersuit. Undersuit. Simple black. I like the digi camo. Buy that. All right.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop that in the backpack. And then drop that there. Put that in the backpack as well. I don't think we'll need it, but we're good. All right. Looking kick it out for a fresh face? Well, we're down to 5,000. So we're down to, like, basically it's put up or shut up. I got to do this this mission and do it well. But if I do, I'll get 15K. So I'll go right back up. I basically earn all of the things I just spent if I do this well.
You can take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
take away my space game.
G-Shop just resubscribed for 43 months.
Thank you, G-Sharp, for that 43 months of support. You are a very important pub, a very impressive pisser, a very new pedestrian. This is your fault. You're the reason we're drinking tonight. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. All right. The ADB is chunky. Happy Friday, yay day. Oh, hey, Shane Pesta. How y'all doing? The Coda, I'm not doing the Coda yet. The Coda I enjoy, I prefer, but there's no Coda, you can't buy the Coda there, I don't think. You look like a proper merc here. The difference between being a noob and or between being a mercenary, looking like the difference between being a noob and being a veteran is presentation. I like Escape from Lorville. Or like Escape from Lorville, yeah. True vets fly in medical gowns. Nah, those aren't true vets. Those are just desperates.
You can take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
take away my space game.
I gotta get out quickly. Whatever, I'm going for the ride.
Kitsune has subscribed.
Thank you, Sherry. Sorry, you caught me right as I was doing this. We're just going to go another ride down. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. You are a very important pupper, very precipice, a very new pedestrian. This is your fault. You're the reason why I drink a night. Trust and cheers in chat, y'all. Trust and cheers. We'll play an ad while we ride then. Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
ever
take away my space game.
CHSHRKT just resubscribed for 52 months. Honey, I'm home.
Thank you so much for that. 52 months there, CH. You are a very important pupper, very impressive, a very pedestrian. This is your fault. You're the reason we're drinking night. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. Ugh. It'll definitely be interesting to see what they do with 318. Because 318 is supposed to change this entirely.
Track now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
Hey, Ferric.
You can take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never, ever take away my space game.
Ferriquia just resubscribed for 32 months.
Hey, thank you so much for that 32 months of support there, Ferric. You are a very important pupper, very impressive pisser, very good pedestrian. This is your fault. You're the reason why I drink at night. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. All right. Let's keep that hype train going. Yeah, they uncapped hype trains, by the way, so you can go well beyond level 5 now. It's nuts what you can do.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
You trying to join me with 0 to Hero? It'd be difficult to do because I'm on a different account.
Stand by.
That's when I say it's 0 to Hero. I just have a Mustang, and that's it. Hey, minstrel.
Stanton's capital of commerce. Whatever your transaction, we wish you a beneficial and prosperous stay.
Colmortimer50 just gifted 5 subs.
Thank you so much for gifting those subs, Chromonobor, to I'm Mooncat, Crown, Cyborg, your DJ AJ, and Biker Scout. You're all very important puppers, very impressive pissers, very good pedestrians. Y'all rock. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. All right, so you gotta see the nonsense that was given to me here. Look at this. Look at this. What the fuck? ArcCorp. What the fuck? Okay. Where is the there? Cargo bay. Close it. I do wonder how well that works. Has anyone tested it yet? All right. All reliable. Dusty already, and I haven't even used it. Get this thing flight ready.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
You are clear to launch.
That's a giant blocker right there.
Landing gear
The pride of, the pride of Bremen right here, baby. Oh, nice. You can access ship inventory in there, too. That's good. Broke a bit of the wing off already? I don't think I did. Unless I broke both of the bits of the wings off. It seems like they're okay. Yeah, it seems fine. They looks normal to me. God, this thing is nimble.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
It's on Lyria. All right, we gotta go over there. It looks fine, but it looks better like this. There's little extra bits.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I don't have the money to repair it anyways.
Quantum travel engaged.
Several years later. Have you seen that 317.3 has gone into Evo? There's no confirmation that there's a 317.3 in Evocati. All we know is that Evocati is testing loot tables and something else that doesn't need to be in 318.
Quantum travel engaged.
Wanted, do you want me to start talking about how shit the Redeemer is? Because I can do that too.
Quantum travel complete.
Oh, wow, this thing is so fucking nice. Oh, it's Blackjack Security. I'm working for you! Don't fucking stop me. Irredeemable. This hero is pretty ambitious. Well, I always like this one specifically, this account, because it's got a Mustang. Because everyone thinks the Mustang is garbage, but it's not in the slightest.
Landing gear engaged.
The Mustang is very nimble. It handles very well. Like if you're a player who's like, hey, I want my spaceship to fly like a fighter, then the Mustang is perfect. And it has enough utility, especially the Alpha has enough utility in it, that it's not god awful in terms of gameplay options. I think this should be okay. Because I know I get off on the left, so turn off the engines.
Systems disabled.
All right. It's time to go to work. Hold on. Get the perfect music for this. That's the alpha. Same team, same team. There you go. That's enough. Ooh, Oxypen. Take that too. Doom music intensifies, indeed. There we go. There we go. Actually, I like that style better. Pull this off. Go. Use every part of the buffalo. Because if you use weapons that the 9s use, or that you use when you go into bunker missions, you can do this effectively. You just strip the weapons, strip the ammo from them. And since they use the custodians, go whoop, whoop, and then drop. Boom, boom. Open. Oh, remember to check their compartments as well, because their chest pieces or their legs usually has something. Okay, nothing there. I'm an idiot. I thought that was a Ninetales. It's alright. We'll be fine. I'm just gonna jump out. Oh, wait, he blew up my ship. That's right. Kill me! Kill me! There we go. To Clasher we go. to really like authenticate the new player experience, you get a crime stat because you misidentified a friendly AI. I'm not in a scooter. I'm in a mining depot. At least I got paid first, right? Yeah, I got paid. I should be able to... Ooh, weird. That was...
You have been placed in a Klesher rehabilitation facility for violation of local law.
I'm literally going to be out of here in like less than a moment. This really needs to be... I'm glad the 318 is going to change that so you don't have to deal with this level 1 crime stat. Insta-death, that sort of thing. Yeah, you're not able to surrender.
When venturing out, always keep an eye on your
That character was awesome. So had a great night. Yeah, apparently. I'm literally just going to go down here and grab a single rock. First rock I can find, and then go be done. Because I probably have no time at all. Oh, what's up, buddy? Screw this. That's the black void. Okay, good. That's not good. I was at our corp. Now I'm at Hurston. Might have gems on him. I didn't bother. I'm almost done here, so. Now, can I smuggle these out on my own? I should be able to get all my stuff back, too, because... criminal, but we'll see. You get a 1 or 2 level crime stat for trespassing.
Here's a friendly reminder to leave all materials found during mining expeditions outside
Due to
the
your
living
recent
area.
actions,
These might
we've
contain
reduced time on your
contaminants that may
sentence.
be harmful
Isn't
to
that
other
great?
inmates.
Isn't that great? Yeah. I think I'm already done. Oh, I've got a minute.
Together, we can turn your wrongs into a whole lot of right.
Minute 28 seconds. Desire to beat these guards up and steal their guns rising. Oh, they had to. They had to go out of their way to make him snide as fuck. It was perfect. It's mwah, perfect. Brilliant. Love it. No notes.
Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Find time today to think about how you can make amends for all the wrongs you've done. Any negative can become a positive with a little bit of work.
Did you all try a large scale prison break like 70 plus members? Not tried that yet. No. He says civilian when you leave. It's so snide.
Congratulations! You have completed your required sentence in our facility. We at Klesher Rehabilitation are extremely proud to have played a role in your rehabilitation and hope that you've used this time to better yourself as a human and as a member of civilized society.
Those railguns? Are those size 1 railguns? Attritions? All right. Did you can buy the F8 Lightning after you've been released out of prison? What?
Welcome to the ASOP.
If server meshing comes out, is it possible for NPCs to roam planets, like smuggler caravans, for example, dangerous on dangerous fly zones? I mean, in theory,
Selected. Stand by.
you could roam. They could do that now. They have the
Following location. Please visit us.
they have the navigation mesh. The thing that's stopping them is mostly performance. Darsh, you said something about after watching this week, you understand more about like what causes the AI, like why the derpy servers fucks up AI. Did they ever address? Because I haven't watched it yet. Did they ever address if? Super happy to see me. It's a shame, but I don't think this game will never take off to its complexity. The game will always do well. It's never going to be mainstream. That's been like something I've been saying for years. Though I do think Squadron 42 will take off. Its complexity is never going to be so daunting that it's impossible to do. The biggest problem with Star Citizen right now has more to do with its lack of an onboarding experience and bugs.
You are clear to launch.
I don't know, it's a shame. Star Citizen was never going to make a lot of money. I know people are like, well, that's free. It's made $500 million. It's not a profitable venture. You don't make a game like Star Citizen and to make money, because it just won't make money. It's not going to make the kind of money that you could make like a mobile game and turn out a bunch of money. And that's fine. There's plenty of games out there that are like niche games and such. Saying that it's not like the next WoW isn't an insult. Not even WoW is the next WoW. Okay.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I'm surprised your main channel is so small, yet also makes the majority of making videos related to Star Citizen lore. Oh, the Astro Historian? That's because nobody cares about Star Citizen lore.
Quantum travel engaged.
It's because not all logic happens in the same frame. It's spaced out to make it easier on the servers. But the server tick rate is slow, so those calculations take time, and it's especially bad right now because they don't really they don't rely on frame count for calculation, but the time elapsed. So if the server can't do the amount of calculation it needs the required time, the AI just derps out completely. Yeah, I care. Thank you, MANCHACA. I'm just saying, y'all are a very small minority compared to the majority of people. Eventually, people will care about Star Citizen lore. But right now, there's like the biggest thing I talk about when I talk about Star Citizen lore is people say Star Citizen has no lore. And what they mean is they don't have lore in game, so there's no lore. Until it impacts the game directly, until there's stories that they can play with or interact with, then they don't care. Which is a completely legitimate, critique of Star Citizen and its lore. It's one of the reasons why when I started doing lore, I realized there are two different types of people. There's the people who like to follow the development of a game, will read every passage in the game files and do all the website exploration. And there's the people who just want to play the game. Eventually, the people who just want to play the game will have to learn the lore because that's just the game is just built around its lore. And it'll have an impact on gameplay especially. But until then, it just doesn't matter right now. You know who also wishes the more lore was in game? The writers. It's just not ready yet. As Dars was just pointing out, the fact that the AI themselves derpy as shit because of server frame issues is the main is preventing any kind of meaningful, interesting AI animations, AI even mission givers fuck up because of that. A small minority of a small minority. Yeah. All right. Mustang. Brother, why? Come on. Come on.
Target has been destroyed.
Let's go! You trying to talk with me? Because I can't hear you. You muted yourself. Take yourself off of mute.
Got something for you.
There we go. Ole!
Target has been destroyed.
Woo! Before anybody else shows up. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's go. No, that's a caterpillar. It's an RSI mantis. And a prospector? Oh, that's what I thought.
I'm not messing around, are you?
Target has been destroyed.
Target fucking destroyed. Okay. I'm gonna jump out to OM3 and then continue on.
Quantum travel engaged.
I'm glad they've been giving the Mustang some needed love. How do you get the scanner up? This is different from hitting the tab to make it sparkles. Yeah, so it's a different tab. I forget which one it is. But I don't know what its default, but there's a tab where you bring into scanning mode, and when you hover over, it'll like highlight the target. You left click like you'd be shooting it, and it'll just start scanning it down. It's V. Everyone's gets thank you, V. I have it on my stick, so I have a custom setup. Mercenary. Bounty hunter. Really? Freaking Microtech, Blackjack, and Crusader, but not a single, like, Crusader security, or not even freaking Hurston Dynamics doesn't want to talk with me. Okay. I like move towards more operator modes. I think that's what we're going to see even further with what's it called? With CitizenCon. We're definitely going to see more operator modes. Is what they're hitting at. The master modes, yeah. I think we're going to see master modes. So I think we're going to have operator modes and we're going to have master modes. So you'll be able to have an operator mode, and then inside those operator modes, you will have different modes, which will allow you to do different subsections. Think of like things within things, like wheels within wheels. So far, we've earned about 5,000 UEC from the starting total of 20,000. Operator mode? Yes. So when you are, like right now I'm in quantum mode, every single mode in the ship has its own operator mode. So when you go to mining mode, that's a separate operator mode. You have missile mode, which is a separate operator mode. You have scanning mode, which is a separate operator mode. They're all separate operator modes that you can only do, operate in that sort of specific area. Think of them as like windows. So we come in here, like for instance right now, I can go scanning mode, boom. This doesn't have missiles, but there is a missile mode that I can go into right here. And there is also, with the right ships, I can do into mining mode. I'll be able to go into salvage mode, that sort of thing.
You can take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never, ever take away my space game.
Standard_Deviat just resubscribed for 28 months. Don't forget our mode.
Thank you so much. That 28 months. Don't forget Allah mode. You're a very important pupper, very impressive pisser, very neat pedestrian. This is your folly, the retard drinking night. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. Did I start a new one? No, I had 2 accounts. Both of them have been wiped, I think. But this is a different account that I used well back in the day. This is my my Mustang. So. Well, the purpose of operator modes is eventually they will translate into, because right now you can, for instance, have a co-pilot in missile operator mode while the pilot is in flight operator mode, and the co-pilot can then fire missiles at a target without the pilots having to do anything like that. It's going to allow for multiplayer or multi-crew gameplay on ships in the future. Hey, why not? Can't see shit. See the blinking light, but... yes, you can, in fact, fire your missiles, like look at another target to the right and fire missiles, and then they'll fire over to the target on the right. if you have like a tracking, like eye trackers.
Landing gear engaged. Engine systems disabled.
All right. Here we go.
This cover sucks!
Damn it. I want your undersuit. Two more left. All right. So now we go, all right, we got this. We're dumping this. Dumping this. Dumping this. Dumping this. Dumping that. Dumping that. Dumping that. All right. All right, I just really need another normal. A couple of them died over here, I think, right? Ah, here we go. Don't reload your fists. Now, don't reload your fists like Henry Cavill. Yes. There we go. Grab this. Check what they had on them. Some more ammo, which is nice. I think we're good. Rockets. Actually, you know what? You come with me. I like your undersuit. Don't worry, boys. I'm just processing this meat. I mean, perp. Ooh, yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. Take that just in case. Telescopic sights. Very nice. Eh. Nothing to see here, boys. Nothing to see here.
Drugs.
The fuck did he go? Game, what the fuck? Seriously. What the fuck? But I'll take this guy with me then. Not that much. I mean, they've dealt with the problems in the like these things don't despawn that quickly. They despawn pretty quickly, but they don't despawn that quickly. Begone with you! May the blind only crabs eat you alive. Well, you're dead. Eat your corpse. I commit this body to the shit-eaters. May they feast well.
Systems enabled. Landing gear retracted.
All right, let's see if I got any more bounty hunter missions. Just the fucking Crusader, MT, and Blackjack. Not a single one for Hertz and Dynamics. That's just shitty. All right, we're gonna head to Crusader, I think. I'll go to ArcCorp because usually they do have the yeah, pretty good in money. They do have some pretty good random missions you can do. In the meantime, ad time.
Quantum travel engaged.
How you sexy premium people doing? Hey, Fadius. I'm sorry I didn't see that earlier. I can't believe you're seeing gameplay. I do gameplay all the time. I do gameplay twice a week at least, if not 3 times a week. Usually, I don't put the Saturday gameplay up if I do it on Saturday because I usually just do Captain's Table, so and I don't do that on YouTube. Preem Chumbus. Preem Chumbus, yes. Preem Chums. Great, that's good. That's good, rollers. When this game comes out, how much influence do you think players will have in the storyline? A lot. A lot of players are gonna have a lot of influence on the storyline simply because the stories that are being told in Star Citizen are very much focused on players making the decisions that will affect the larger gameplay. I do think that there'll be some things you just won't have a choice on, like, for instance, you fuck up at a Tisa Pacheco mission, you just fuck up at a Tisa Pacheco mission. Eventually, you just not be liked around her, you know? And there are actually, I know some of the missions will involve things like actually meeting your mission givers and drinking with them and then getting them, you know, dealing with them while they are being in harm's way. But, you know, with things like regen and all that sort of thing, they aren't always, like, in trouble. Am I watching Mandor? Yeah, I actually watched the 4th episode yesterday. So, I watched the latest episode of She-Hulk and the latest episode of Andor. I'm still behind on Lower Decks, and I haven't even begun watching the Rings of Power. Problem I have with Rings of Power is that there's so many people who are, like, shitting on Rings of Power because of like, supposed political stuff. So it's hard for me to tell. It's like, is it good, or and just people are shitting on it because of dumb stuff, or is it okay or bad, and then you know that sort of thing. Is it great? Yeah, that's fine then. Fucking Skarsgård. Yeah, he's so good. He's so good. Skarsgård just so good. He's the older brother of the younger Skarsgård who played Pennywise, right? They're the same Skarsgårds. Or is that just, I know it's just a popular name, but like, it's more that it doesn't fit, follow the lore, so they had to change things. And I mean, they changed things in the movies as well. Oh, he's the dad. He's the father of the Pennywise Skarsgårds. Man, that's a family. Because he's really good. His son is a really good actor, and of course, Skarsgård was in the in Rogue One as well. So.
Quantum travel complete.
I don't know. This is gonna sound weird, but I'm a lore guy, but I don't like lore people. I love watching lore channels and discussing lore and then like looking at lore myself, but I feel like so many people get wrapped up into the details of lore rather than the broad overarching stories of lore. Like, lore is just backdrop to stories that are being told. And it helps weave narratives together. But it's not sacrosanct. It can get changed, especially if you're looking at different interpretations of the same source material. So, like, for instance, I didn't like the Halo series. Not because it was not according to lore, but because it was weird decisions. Just really weird decisions in terms of what they were the story they're trying to tell. It's got this WB nature to it, which is like, why? Like teen drama, WB sort of thing. Skillian. So, oh, and the latest She-Hulk, fantastic. Holy shit. It is my favorite episode of all of the episodes. It is so perfect. And the thing with She-Hulk is that you have to come in thinking that it's a law series, so it's a series about lawyer stuff, and it's a comedy. And a superhero story. So it's like if you took Scrubs and Psych and Captain America. Not Captain America, but like a Spider-Man kind of thing. Oh, season 7 is perfect. It's a fantastic episode. It is a bottle episode, Darsh. It's an entirely a bottle episode. It's fantastic for that. Would have been here earlier, but I had to take a shit. Or doing Zero to Hero there, Diablo. So normally we'd be doing I'd be doing the bar stuff, but we're doing the what is it called? The bar crawl, the pub crawl for Sunday. So I had to close the bar for that. All right. All right, let's try this. Pride of Arliss. Nice. That's why I wasn't worried, yeah. Yeah, the last episode was hilarious. When Cam and I were watching it, Cam was like, this is my favorite episode. This is my favorite episode. This is my favorite episode constantly. I was like, yeah, it was pretty good. For me, as long as there's a reason and makes it more entertaining, it's okay, but without a reason, then it's an issue. Yeah, Halo is a great example of changing lore for no apparent reason because the show is just bad. I mean, you could have gone in many different ways with the Halo series. Like, for instance, I don't mind any of the changes, it's just the way they present them. And all the actors are really good actors. I've seen them in other stuff before. It's obvious that the director doesn't really have a vision or an understanding of what they want to go with it. And it's not really, it doesn't feel Cool, body for storage. Yeah. It doesn't feel very coherent, if that makes sense. It, like, in its own internal logic, it fails. And it's we don't know, like, I don't know what the fuck it's going, and I don't think even the creators know what the fuck it's going. Like, I get the idea of humanizing Chief, but you didn't have to take the helmet off immediately. If the taking the helmet off thing was impactful, and if it was interesting, and if it had a point beyond the beginning episodes, then yeah, that would have been fine. And I have no problem adding new characters. The girl they added, I would have had no problem with that character evolving and tagging along on Chief's adventures or something like that. That would be cool. That would be great. But they fucking drop her off, and then she becomes a complete side story that I don't give a shit about. Like, you added a girl to tell me the story of the rebellion when no one cares. And you didn't even care. You had really good actors who played in that side story, and it doesn't make any sense. It never dovetails back into the main story. You just didn't know what to do with her. It just, like, they made changes for the sake of making changes and added characters they didn't need to add. In terms of narrative speaking, what is the story supposed to be? Is it supposed to be the story of the humanizing of this super soldier killing machine, aka the Master Chief? Then it should be the story of that, and all of the characters should be in support of that story with grander plot elements that are going forward. But they introduce characters that make no reason other than being weird, like Miranda. Why did they have to introduce Miranda? Like, what was her point? Oh, she was in the series, or she's in the games. Yeah, but she doesn't even come into the games until the second Halo. And she has no point in the story. Like, cut the character, pull her out, give her things to somebody else. Make it more heavy on Keyes and Halsey. Like, there's a bunch of characters in that story that are just there to fill up space. As like a reason to drop back. Like Keyes' assistant dude. Like, who the fuck is he? Why should I care? Like, a good example of how you deal with characters is The Expanse. The Expanse actually cut a shit ton of the characters that are in the books and combined a bunch of those people together into various different characters, very different roles, because it made the story tighter and made the telling, like, you cared more about the characters. Like, for instance, Drummer barely shows up in the first couple of books. She's a huge deal in, like, the later, like last 3 books. So they took a bunch of characters that effectively died in the first couple of books and then merged them in with Drummer, and Drummer became this much more interesting character throughout the series. They changed the series from the books to the TV show, and it worked for what they were trying to do. Yeah, and The Boys is a much better series than the comic book because they did the similar thing. They kind of took the ideas, they worked with what they had, and they moved off into its own direction.
Quantum travel engaged.
I mean, Halsey was in the narrative though. Halsey was in the books before. She was in the first book, in Fall of Reach. So was Keyes, but.
Quantum travel complete.
And they just kind of drop the Covenant in for no reason. Like, oh, the Covenant are here now. And it's like, who are the Covenant? Why do I care? What are they doing to humanity? Like, there's no real, like, sense of overarching threat. There's no, like, existential threat of the Covenant. They just are bad guys. Like, there's no storytelling with it. That's what I mean. It's like, I don't necessarily think the series is bad because it deviates from the Halo canon. I don't give a shit about the Halo canon. Give me an interesting story set in the Halo universe, you know, using what you have. It's just they had a bloated amount of characters. They meandered all over the place without any things. They didn't really establish any stakes for the universe. And a lot of it was filled in with this like chosen one narrative that didn't really go anywhere. It's like, no, I know. Am I supposed to scan this area? A lot of CIG actually formally used Astro Historians, Paul but yeah. More like Chief Mendez than Keyes. Keyes was a kidnap and then he was captain. Yeah. They just keep going in a straight line? What's that? It's too far out. Probably another player. Yeah, I have a tractor beam. The action was great. Like, the Halo action was perfect. Like, they understood that the series needed to be action-based and needed to be a lot of dynamic action in the series, which is great. But when most of the series isn't action, it's drama or intrigue or anything else. Like, the thing is that Halo could easily be a nice mystery. A thriller. You know, you never know who's lying to who's doing what. Things are going on, you don't know who knows what, and you're following our main character with their experiences throughout the throughout their universe. The latest loader deck got Tenny to show off being a badass. Nice. There's a door around here, right? On the sides that I can use. It's right there. Get nice and tight with this thing. It's an airlock right here. I have no idea who Dana White is. I'm a vampire. Gravity generator. Oh, yeah. Speaking of gravity generators. Turn this back on. Where's the ball been taken? Check my logs, see if I got anything. Nothing yet. Caution. Hey, Cat, bad news. Last little scuffle did more than damage than I thought. The gravity generator is going to need a complete overhaul to get it working again. That means we need to park in a garage for a few days. Since I know we're not going to do that until the job's done, there's a good chance gravity is going to keep fritzing out on us, which is less than ideal. So, in the meanwhile, they went ahead and rigged an engineering console to let anyone to do a hard reset of the system if they need to. Okay, where's the engineering console? It's not up here. He said he's going to rig up an engineering console, but there's no engineering console. Okay, that's just freaky. What the fuck happened to this place? Scanning station. Captain? Nah, I said he's going to rig up an engineering console, do a hard reset, so. Actually, I haven't done this before, so I don't know this mission as much. It's scanning station. Everything seems good. Behind the what? Yeah, I'm not going to bother that. Alright. Oh, these? You can't access those right now. Can I actually use this or no? I need to go back. The one on the ground by the window? Oh, this one. Same issue, though. Nothing really here. Ah! Then I can go up, right? Oh, this is bad. Oh, as it says, it took you 3 hours to figure that out. Okay, but what do I do next? With the power shut off.
You can take away my spaceship. You can take away my space suit. You can even take away my space lasers. But you can never, ever take away my space game.
Instigator just resubscribed for 10 months.
Thank you so much, Instigator, for that super subscription. You are a very important pupper, very impressive pisser, very good pedestrian. This is your fault. You reach my drink night. Shots and cheers and chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. Yeah, it has to be on the ship somewhere, and I haven't found it yet. So the answer is where I am right now. Aha! This is a fucking disaster.
Everybody and his dog calls himself an outlaw.
You can take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
take away my space game.
Woodward 1995 has subscribed.
Thanks, Woodward, for that Twitch Prime sub. You were a very important pupper, very impressive pisser, very pedestrian. This is your fault. The reason we're drinking night. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. There we go. All right. Okay, what the actual fuck? I'm guessing this wasn't a fucking salvage ship. Dear Christ in heaven. Let's go to the next one. Oh, fuck you. To Tim Orshi from Barry Morris. Bye. Hey, love. Not gonna break another promise. I got hit with some fire, managed to get away and hide. I'm bleeding bad, and the rest of the crew are down. Not going to be good. Doc said I didn't have any more regens in me, so this might be it. No, that sucks. The cargo room. Find the ship's captain. Okay, so they weren't in the salvage room. They weren't in the cargo room. So is this mission undoable? Or did I just beat by it? No? What happened to the engine core? Do I want to touch that? There we go. End of the day, you're still getting what you want. What's the harm? I'm getting what I want too. It's called the win-win in my book. Looking forward to you again. Captain A. Knox. Alright, so we gotta get out of here now. Fuck this shit, I'm out indeed. I'm getting the fuck out of here. There we go. I was an EVO and P2 test mission, and IC had like 100 confirmations, but it still got pushed alive. What bug? The one you can't get off of the elevator? Just remove the elevator from the freaking ship. That's the CIG way of fixing it.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Because there's no way that's a fucking ship. That's just a modified asset is what that is. Yeah, but I don't think it's a ship. I don't think it's treated the same way as a ship. There's no way you can store that and have it persist between gameplay modes. It'll just remove it once you leave.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I hate how many jumps you need to get L stations. So unnecessary. Not really. I mean, especially for these new ships, these smaller ships are designed not to have a ton of fuel. Hey, thank you for the subscription to the YouTube channel. Welcome, everybody. Turn the music back on. Let's turn an ad real quickly for those of you on YouTube and Twitch while we're waiting for these things, and then we'll head out.
You are clear to launch.
I mean, you can't jump directly to the station. True, but you still kind of can get to the station. I'm sure a lot of that will get cleared out as they build the new movement systems that they're working on for Squadron and Star Citizen.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Because the issue is you can't jump to a station. You have to jump to the what was it called? The
Quantum travel engaged.
you have to jump to the
Retracted.
object container. And you have to jump to the object container, and then for a sub container inside an object container, you have to then go. That's why you have to jump to planets first, then you can jump to specific locations on planets or even the moons in that planetary system. Not orbital marker. It's an object container. So boxes, basically. Like the Lagrange point is the overall box, so you can jump to that Lagrange point. Once you're inside that Lagrange point, then the station itself will populate, so you can jump to the Lagrange to the actual station. That will likely change when they improve the whatever system they're doing for movement and navigation, which they're going to have to add because eventually they're going to want you to be able to free jump without a marker, but they're working on that. My new undersuit. Yeah, it's in the cargo hold. I'm just gonna pick it up later. By the way, sometimes the guy behind the proximity mines has a grenade launcher. Oh, nice. There's going to have to be some kind of free manual jumps or an A equals N ability to have friendly QEDs or fleet combat, in my opinion. We're going to have to, they're going to have to make that sooner rather than later because they're going to need it for Squadron. And we know they're working on it because they're working on something around it with the new star map, or the new star map, the new game map. They need to improve that in order to improve, for Squadron itself. So. I'm gonna get some water here in a moment. In fact, I still got some time away. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some water. Enjoy yourselves, chat. Whew. Sat alerts don't work on the AFK screen. They only work when it's the chair. Well, that reminds me, they're giving us grenade launchers for the annual goodie pack. Oh, it's going to be it's going to be a disaster.
Quantum travel complete.
There's a lot of people at the station. What the hell?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
My guess is in the future you won't be able to identify targets like this on your HUD when you're traveling, but it will pop up as if you switch to like scanning mode. Like target mode, we'll be able to target some of these.
Landing complete. Pleasant stay.
There we go. Okay, where do I submit data? Game? Oh, to the contact manager. Okay. There we go. Go get myself some little bit of money or a little bit of drinky drinks. 24K, not bad. I'm almost done. So 70K. We got Call to Arms. There we go. And then Bounty Hunter. There's no thing up here, so we'll have to go down to the gallery. Oh, I can already hear people complaining that they won't be able to see targets in regular flying mode. You're gonna need to clear up the HUD. Like being able to fly and being able to do those other things is they're not the same, really. All right, so I think I can get the right gear here because these stations generally have the same equipment. Yeah, they do have the Lynx Arms base. There we go. There we go. Looking proper mercenary-like. Now, where's the food? There's the bar in the Platinum Bay. It's over here. God, this food court's way the fuck out here. Classic dog. No, no, no. Oh, they got a pizza place. Perfect. Pizza places suck because they don't get you pizza, but they do get you synergy, which is the best. Is YouTube chat 5 minutes delayed? No, it shouldn't be. I'm seeing it. But it may be that your video is 5 minutes delayed. Or maybe double check to make sure you're in the right place. There we go. Yes, I'm twisting the bottom of the bottle. Synergy better than cruise in terms of hydration? Yes. It not only fortifies your hydration, but it also increases your decreases the hydration much more. It's better than water, in fact. However, cruise also gives you food, so it's a little bit better than that. But it, like you can, I believe synergy makes you go above 100% for your hydration. I may be wrong on that one, but I know it definitely does some fortifications of it. It's effectively Gatorade.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
Hangar
System.
1.
Please visit us again.
Now, it just confounded me when you mentioned the AFK screen from about 5 minutes ago. Oh, I mentioned it right when the AFK screen ended. No, I know it's electrolytes, but I mean it's. I don't know what the game calls it. That's the thing. It's like effectively, the game has its own language for going beyond 100% of your food or your water.
Systems enabled.
You are clear to launch.
Landing gear.
Yeah, cruises and hydrating. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Don't have enough for that. Do you have enough for Crew L4?
Thank you.
Just barely. All right.
Quantum travel engaged.
Is Freelancer Max an alternative to the Cutlass Black? Yeah, sort of. I would say the Cutlass, the Miss is probably more of an alternative to the Cutlass Black, but the Freelancer in general is a great alternative. It'll give you a longer range. It's got beds. It's got toilets. It's got slightly better weapons because you have four size 3s, and the Cutlass can gimbaled, whereas the Cutlass only has 4 size 3s non-gimbaled. So. Yeah, I don't know what energizing is. Trust me, it's Friday. My brain hasn't been working either. There's a guide, okay. Provides a boost to your energy levels, allowing you to be active longer. Okay. Yeah, they're very vague. Well, there was a stamina bar at one point, which I'm sure CIG wants to bring back, which will like force players to, in heavier armor, to move slower. I think that's still the case, but I don't think having an energizing drink is going to make you be able to move faster in heavier armor, or move more in heavier armor. How you doing, chat? Thank you for joining us for this Zero to Hero run. My goal is to try to get over 100k today. We're almost there, so it's not too bad. Started with 20k, we're at a little bit over that, so. Do drugs help, or do they only suppress the symptoms? I think they only suppress symptoms of damage. Ugh. Making this trip to Cruel 4 to get more stuff, and then moving from there. Boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, boom. God damn. Less than 1,000 viewers for Star Citizen. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Drugs only suppress symptoms, and a med bed is the only thing that cures them. Yeah. No one knows the Hadesians are basically space Atlantis. Yeah, pretty much. Just found a pristine Hastinian artifact in game. Pretty cool. Any idea what it might be lore-wise? Some kind of key? So there are two. Well, there's really no. There is no specific thing that we know what it is. However, we do know that the Hadesians blew themselves the fuck up with a giant gun. So a lot of people believe that the artifacts that we're finding are keys or parts to a massive super weapon. And the problem is they're super common. You find them all over the place, so they might as well just be toilet seats. We have no idea. Hopefully that helps there, Patrick.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
No problem. Yeah, there's a lot we don't know about the Hadesians that people are trying to find out more about. Hades is a very interesting system, and the Hadesians themselves are very mysterious. So.
Landing gear engaged.
Wasn't that the even the lore that the people in those who use those drugs give themselves cognitive boosts? Which drugs? Some of them. Not too bad. 35 quantum. Nice, my BTV wheel just exploded due to no reason. Star Citizen. That's the reason. Star Citizen's playing you. That's the answer. Luckily, so far, knock on wood, that I have not been played by Star Citizen thus far, which is nice. It's a nice experience for once.
Landing gear retracted.
Thank you, and please visit again.
There we go. To Crusader. A lot more beers. There we go. Beers. Agent BFA buying everyone a big round of beers. Hashtag you just got crowshawed. Get crowshawed. Yeah, we don't know exactly what it is, but people, I mean, there is significant evidence beyond just the shattered planet that there was extensive warfare, like massive craters on every single planet, including like one planet that is effectively dead because it got bombed to shit. Happy Friday, and chat, cut the video of one of your recent streams. Did you say the Mustang beta will work for long distance and stuff in Pyro next year or whenever it releases? Yeah, I mean that's kind of the purpose of the Mustang beta. It probably, I think it has a slightly bigger quantum fuel tank and hydrogen fuel tank, so it's probably a little bit better. I wouldn't say you could explore all of Pyro in it, but it'll definitely be better than any other Aurora or Mustang. Probably be on par with an Avenger, maybe a little bit better. It's hard to tell. Oh no, the Bangstang went from beautiful to beastly, and not in a good way. Wouldn't lore indicate an intended mechanic even if it isn't in now? What do you mean, Monster AV? You might be a fan of the League of Relic Enthusiasts. Yes, then. If you enjoy those sorts of things, you can join us. It's my organization called the League of Relic Enthusiasts. We go around and find various artifacts and collect them with the goal of putting them in a museum eventually. Or we're talking about the performance-enhancing drugs. Yeah, I mean they may. It may also get removed or modified as it goes through. There's definitely a goal for these effects to happen in game, but the question is, of course, does it happen? Will it happen? And will it work in terms of gameplay itself? Hey, Celine. Right now, the actual drugs that you take, the medicine you take, do not give you any buffs. They're designed to reduce pain and other things like that. They have talked about using illegal drugs as a means to improve your stamina and other things like that. So things like slam might help that. Could be a great part of the economy, pharmaceuticals, etc. I mean, yeah, it's going to eventually, you'll be able to make some of those for sure, but those pharmaceuticals will be designed for specific cases, not necessarily performance enhancements. And they may make performance enhancing drugs, but those will be also very specific away from what we have.
Quantum travel complete.
You say Johnson & Johnson are Breaking Bad, and all I heard was Breaking Bad. Fuck Johnson & Johnson.
Quantum travel engaged.
Skeezy ass motherfuckers.
Quantum travel complete.
I hope that performance-enhancing drugs never involve the word enema. How about suppository? Not gonna lie, I just want an LSD pen. A lot of that stuff is interesting, but you're not going to see it until we get closer to beta. Just because a lot of that stuff there are details that don't matter until they can get a lot of the basics in. The Ursa, does it fit inside a Freelancer? No, I don't even think it fits inside a Freelancer Max because the door, it's like too small, too short. I think it would technically fit inside, but you can't like drive it into the back of a Freelancer Max. It definitely won't fit inside of a regular Freelancer. The biggest vehicle that fits inside a regular Freelancer is a Cyclone.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Listen, all I know is that slam is probably the closest thing we have to like cocaine or meth in the universe, and wherever it's made, it has to be Space Florida. I hate this. I'm glad this is going to get fixed when we get Gen 12. You can't see anything, and it's just suddenly exist once I get close enough to it.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Okay, what system is Space Florida? I don't know. I don't know enough about all of the various systems to tell you what Space Florida is.
Landing gear engaged.
Honestly, think about adding a Lancer Dur and a hover quad to my fleet for general purpose long QT option. That might be a good idea. Like, just generally having a daily driver that has good range is a good idea. Even a Cutlass Black is fine. Though, if you're expecting to go very, very long distances without having to refuel, then you're probably going to want a freelancer of some kind. For that range, for that size. All right, let's tempt fate, chat.
Engine systems disabled.
Well, Gen 12 and Vulcan are supposed to allow for better LODs, so and more range for those LODs. Taking the risk.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us.
Pad 5. I'm guessing Gen 12 plus Vulcan will allow us to get AMD FSR. I don't know. Maybe. There's no incidental lighting? Oh, okay. And hopefully when it's said, they'll start working on wisdom enhancement. Oh, vision enhancement. Possibly. They're going to want to make that a meaningful gameplay loop, though. Beyond just being able to turn it on, because there's no active counters for it, then it'll be kind of lame. And I know a lot of people will say, like, well, this is unrealistic. There's no active counters. Like, there is sort of now, but this is also a video game. You need to have a way of camouflaging yourself from thermals. Or even night vision. All right.
You are clear to launch.
Can't we see how I script to increase LOD ranges messes up? Gonna be interesting, that. But the render distance should increase with Gen 12 and Vulcan at the very least as well. So you should be able to see much further, and like the rocks and the other like areas should be a lot more clearer. You shouldn't just disappear as you go, because that does happen, especially on like this asteroid belt. We will see like asteroids just disappear in the distance. Or you can like look down from the planet, you can see the one asteroid, like you can see Grimhex from the planet, but you don't see any of the other asteroids.
Thank you. Please visit again.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Landing gear retracted.
Okay, game. There you go.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Nah, there'll be ways you can camouflage yourself from thermals. Some sort of reflective coating or some sort of suit that'll allow you to send out colder signatures, like mask your signatures, not give you like optical camo, but just something that'll make you look blend in with the area around the blend in the area around the atmosphere, like the area around you in terms of the same temperature difference. But it'll have some other trade-off, like it's light armor, or there's things that it doesn't do as well. That's the kind of the way that CIG wants to go in the future anyways, is these trade-off meaningful decisions. If you're like, say, a Spec Ops crew, or if you're going in on a recon covert mission, yeah, you're going to want to wear that armor because it'll save your life from being spotted by NPCs or players. But if you're just going in loud, you don't give a fuck if they can see you. Yeah, so this isn't actually, it's DirectX. Yeah, I think it's DirectX 11, yeah. Aurora LN. Alright, Coesi. Done. Verified freelancer. Oh yeah. $45K? Nice. Why is there no other missions that are popping up for bounty hunting? I've heard people complain about that before, where like it just doesn't show up anymore. All right, security post. Well, no, like I've been to, like, I did the approval mission for bounty hunting in Hurston, and I jumped around in Hurston, and it didn't spawn any missions for Hurston Dynamics. Jump up, and get down. Yeah.
Quantum travel complete.
No, I'm looking for PvE bounties. I don't even see PvE bounties. I'm not doing PvP bounties in a stock Mustang. I am not good enough to do that, for sure. Ah, here we go. Have a good night there, Darge. Thanks for hanging out. Bed me. That is a bit of an innuendo there. All right, we're down.
Engine systems disabled.
All right, chat. You know what to do. You know what's about to come. Time to go to work. Okay. Well, let's get the Sabine, too. I'll probably try to steal his suit as well. Ah! Hit a wow blast. Stealing that. And tell you to have a good stream. Hey, Astro, came by to say hi and have a good stream. I'm logging off for the night. Hey, thanks for coming by, MGL. Have a good night. Open. FS9 ammo. Okay. Bingo bango. Alright, I'll steal this guy's suit because he's got the cool Sabine armor and everything. Just want to double check to make sure there's no other loot crates. There probably are around here. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nope, 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 and nope. Alright. See where we're at right now, though. Almost 10K or 100K. I'm almost there. Not gonna try to loot anybody else, so we're gonna go. You're coming with me. Do not worry about this man. He's not coming with me. Let's find somebody else. I think all the bodies despawned. Yep, they just despawned. You were the last one to beat it, to eat it, so let's get you out of this bunker quick. I've got that ghost. Now they're out here, it shouldn't despawn as quick. There you go. There we go. All right. Got like 1 or 2 more bounties, and then we'll be good to go.
Engine systems enabled.
Contract manager accepted. Track.
Landing gear retracted. Shields enabled.
There you go. 2 drugs left, and I got a 30K. That sucks, Sal. That sucks. I'm off. Keep those guns unloaded. Thank you. Ah, there you go. 30K. I think that's a good time to end, though. I've been streaming for about a little over 3 hours. It's been fun. Thank you all for joining us tonight. If you did enjoy yourselves, hit that follow button or that subscribe button if you're on YouTube or Twitch. We do this every Friday. Not this, but we do gameplay streams on Fridays and on Sundays. And we will normally do Captain's Table live on Twitch on Saturdays. But because next Saturday is CitizenCon, and the Sunday after that is a 24-hour Captain's Table for charity. That's right, we're going to be we're going to be talking about Star Citizen for 24 hours and raising money for charity. I'm going to have a bunch of different people on from all over the universe, all over the content creator universe to talk their own opinions on Star Citizen, on CitizenCon, just in general. It's got like a nice big year-end blowout blast and raising some money for charity, raising money for kids. So why not? Come join us. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of a rest this week for that. But thank you all for joining us. And like I say every time, hope to see you someday in the black. All right, y'all. Let's find someone to raid.